The steps involved in accepting your weekly lab assignments, as well as how to check them out, work on them, and then submit them using Eclipse as your IDE. There will be other videos posted on how to do the same procedure using IntelliJ and Repel It, as well as how to use the command line to download and submit your labs, but this one is specifically about the Eclipse IDE. So the first thing you're going to do is, once you're into the course Blackboard, you're going to click on the lab assignments link, and it's going to bring up a page that looks something like this. And eventually through the semester, there'll be more than just one assignment. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the assignment that you need to accept. Once you click on it, it's going to bring up a screen like this. So the first time you do this, you're going to have to select your name off of the identifiers to associate your GitHub login with your name in the classroom. After this, you won't have to do this step again. But once you do that, it's going to ask you, so normally when you click on that link, it's going to ask you, do you want to accept the assignment? And it's going to create this repo called week whatever, and then your GitHub ID. And you click accept. And what it does is it copies all of the assignment information into your own repository. So now here you can see github.com/CS2401, fall 2020, week 1, and then some test student, right? And if we're going to use Eclipse, what we're going to do is we're going to copy the clone with HTTPS, right? So you're going to copy the clone link, and we're going to go over to Eclipse. Once we get into Eclipse, we're going to import a project, and here you're going to find import from Git using Smart Import, and we're going to clone from a URI this thing, and we're going to find our username and password. And once you do that, you click next. It's going to download the repository and put it somewhere on your machine. So here it's cloning it to my Git folder, which I already have set up. Click next, it copies it out, and hit finish. So now we have our assignment. You can look at the README, which always is going to contain the instructions on what to do for that particular week. And it's almost always going to contain a source folder with some code that you need to edit, right? The important thing here is that when you make a change, and so here I'm going to add we make a change, we save it, and when we go down, we're going to have this Git panel down here. So now we've made a change, we've saved it, we've been working on it locally. We want to commit it to GitHub. So committing is the same as submitting, except that you can submit as many times as you want to. So you're going to commit as often as you want to. In fact, anytime you go to meet with a TA, you should have already committed the current code that you have, even if it's not working, so that we can both look at it in GitHub. So all of your unstaged changes are right here. So these are the files that are going to be updated, and you need to add a commit message. So here I added some comments, right? Once you're okay with all of that, you're going to hit some commit and push. There are no staged files. Oh, right. So you need to move this down here. And again, type in your password. And it's going to pop up a window to say, I've committed all your changes. The last thing to do right before the deadline, or actually anytime you want to, you should go back to your GitHub repo. So notice again, week 1, some test student. And you want to make sure that the changes that you made are in GitHub, right? So here, added an extra comment. That change has been pushed to GitHub, and now me and the rest of the instructional staff can see it, right? We won't see it until you commit and push. But you can commit and push as many times as you want to. So adding again, push it over. Commit and push. Wait for it to confirm, and then come back over to the GitHub website, and you can see our changes were made, right? So the steps involved are accepting the assignment, cloning the assignment into your IDE, making your changes, and then committing and pushing your changes.